it's a legacy, you know, it matters. And this is how we keep history alive when it comes to music. You know, music has to be recorded, it has to be documented, or else it fades into nothingness.
If you think about it, when we were kids and it was in the 80s, and 20 years before that, it was the fucking 60s, man.
Yeah.
And that music was like way outside of anything we were hearing. And now, new metal was the same distance away from now as the 60s were to in the 80s.
Dude, that's fucking nuts.
Don't
It is. So that music is fucking old, dude. It's old.
Yo,
it's not even the 90s.
You could have stopped. You could have stopped. You didn't have to. You could have stopped at some point. You know, you didn't have to go that far. I knew it was coming too. I was like, he's gonna fucking say it. He's gonna say it. Rich,
honestly,
we're old men
that
now.
agitates. What'd you say?
We're all old men now.
Yeah, trust me, I've been feeling it since I was 26. But I'll say this, man. Like, it kind of agitates me a little bit. All right, I'm gonna.
Sorry.
There's a little bit of a clown right now, I think. But I'm gonna say it. It agitates me a little bit that I remember being 2000, the year 2000, and me knowing all of the music from the 80s. Like, me and all my friends, we all knew the music from the 80s. And then I talked to like my son's friends and stuff like that. He's 14. It's not like he's a baby anymore, you know? They don't know anything. They don't know anything that came out from like the last anything beyond 10 years ago. Just no interest in hearing it. And I look at that and I just go, dude, that's how music's going to die. You know, like we
had like the radio.
We did, but didn't you seek it out too? Like
we heard a lot of things first on the radio. Now you don't even have to have a fucking radio or a CD player. You can listen to whatever.
True.
So there's so much more music. It's a weird thing. There's so much more availability that it kind of limits what you hear.
Yeah, because you're choosing specifically where you want to find it. Right?
You're not being. Yeah, it's a weird thing.
It's like if things could be more randomized, people would be more explorative, right? Yeah. But it's not, because oh shit, I found this thing that I like. I know exactly where to find it. I can blah blah blah. So you don't really have to hear stuff that you wouldn't necessarily seek out in the first place, like we did. But it's still like, I mean, listen, like Billie Eilish gave an interview like 3 years ago or something like that, where she said she didn't know Led Zeppelin, and I was like, that hurts a little bit, like that hurts me in my soul a little bit. She's one of the most famous musicians out there right now, and she doesn't know who Led Zeppelin is. Like, is that her whole generation?
If they keep blocking everybody that fucking reacts to their music, they'll fucking stay relevant.
There it is.
Jesus. Yep. Yeah. Go ahead, fuckers. Keep blocking stuff, I mean, like, keep doing it. Take it down. When people stop talking about you, like, and they don't know who you are, like, that's going to keep happening with certain bands. So certain bands,
that's a good point.
They're going to fade away. They're just going to fade away. We're going to forget about them. It's like the three composers that we know, like, the ones that come to mind, like Beethoven and all the stuff from those centuries, right? Or
someone will hear a Zeppelin song and be like, "Is that Greta Van Fleet?"
Yeah, exactly.
God. Oh, this is.
You know what? You're not wrong, though. I mean, I guarantee you, if I said.
The sad part is that it's not the musicians doing it. It's the people who, hold the rights to it.
Yeah.
Just the people trying to suck money out of the actual artists.
Yeah. Some artists.
I feel like it's such a short term. Go ahead.
I was saying artists that are dead and aren't making music anymore, that they made great music, are being stifled because their family wants to control everything, or not realize how they could get more from it.
Yeah,
and keep it alive.
Yeah, that reminds me of TLC. You guys remember TLC?
Hell yeah.
Back from the 90s. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the one. Don't sing too good, man. We're going to get copyrighted. But Lisa Left Eye Lopez, she died a long time ago, like 20 years ago or whatever. Yeah. And I went on some weird binge. You guys ever gone like a weird binge where you just go into research mode online and it's just I need to know all the information about this one story that I whatever. I was trying to figure out why all of her rap parts had been taken out of all of the mainstream versions of the plays, right? And I was like, what the hell? It's the best parts of the song. And I went into this whole thing, and it's like, because after she died, there was a fallout between the family and the band, and the family just refuses to release her music, even though the fans have like done all kinds of protests and like blah, 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 blah. They're like, no. You know, and they keep saying stuff like, okay, the band were a bunch of assholes, blah, blah, blah. Right. There's two sides to every coin. So I'm just saying, that family is actively keeping her parts of those songs away from the band so that we can't hear it. And I feel like that's just doing a disservice to everybody involved, including them, you know, because now you're just stifling people from hearing this person that was part of your family that is no longer with us, and nobody can hear her music anymore. Like, why would you do that?
It's
so much work legacy.
It's a legacy, you know, it matters. And this is how we keep history alive when it comes to music. You know, music has to be recorded, it has to be documented, or else it fades into nothingness.
That's
and keeping any sort of music away, it's almost like erasing or rewriting history. To me, that's like a little bit evil, you know, just a little bit evil.
For more insanity like you just saw, be sure to subscribe to Gaijin Guys, turn on all notifications, where we stream every Sunday talking about Japanese news, as well as all other podcasting platforms where it will be released later in audio form.